Hello guys, welcome back. Welcome back. I missed you. So, this deck won a big tournament over the weekend, and I know that people are going to be wanting to jump into rank and start playing this deck because it won. Stop. Just watch this before you go and try to pilot this, okay? Because I'm going to talk to you about how to do it. Because I guarantee you, you're going to be making mistakes, man. You're going to be making mistakes. This deck is super strong against particular decks. It isn't actually strong against Suicune. It did win against Suicune, but then again, it just got Greninja up really early, and that's what really makes Suicune really strong. It's Greninja. But it doesn't run Giratina, it runs two Oricorios, there's a wall, there's a retreat tech of an X-Speed, we run Iridas, there's a Cyrus, but this deck is designed to control, just to sustain and stall. Stall! It's designed to stall. If you can just keep that in mind, if you can stall the game, you will typically win. Against the Suicune, not really, because the moment they get the Giratina and the Greninja up, you're on the clock. You're on the clock. You're probably gonna lose. So, what I do here is I talk about the rank meta, and the ranked has been very interesting because I haven't played a lot recently. I've stopped playing because it's just been, I've hit fatigue, man. But what's really cool is over the weekend, new decks came online. There was a Porygon Z that came out of nowhere. A Porygon Z, and it was actually good. I'm not even joking. It's legit good. But right, let's go back to this one. Why is this deck really strong? And what matchups are good? Well, we want to play against Darktinas. I think the meta will change again because this deck won and might have like a bigger share in the ranked meta. Remember, ranked meta is its own ecosystem. It changes every hour. So, like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play 3 games with this deck. I'm going to teach you how to play it. Hopefully we get to go over situations. We get to talk about things. If I make mistakes, we get to learn together. We get to see what decks are being played in the meta. And of course, if you're new here, leave a like, leave a comment. I reply to everything. But when you hit the bell, you get a notification as soon as I upload, and you can be like, ooh, that deck, I should play that deck for the day. Because then you get to see what the meta is like for the week, for the day. And yeah, next season's coming out, and you're gonna want to have your finger on the pulse with the meta. So hit the bell. Hit the bell. Do yourself a favor, hit the bell. Alright guys, let's jump into some games. I play 3 games, win or lose. We post and we get to learn these. Alright, see you guys out there. Wish me luck. I haven't played in a while, it might be rusty. Alright, we're playing against an electric. Fairly decent hand. No need to drop. I mean, yeah, we can drop both Suicunes, I guess. They're very likely to red card us, because I know that there's a lot of Tapu Kokos out there, right? And they play red card. Right. What do you know? Hopefully this is an all-in Tapu Koko deck, because we beat that. We actually beat that. We do not beat just an electric variant. It becomes very difficult. Okay, should I cape here? I do cape here because I don't want to get Marsed or red carded. The cape doesn't really change much math, but actually I might need to cape my Froakie. I might need to cape my Froakie because it does actually change math for the Yeah, when I say cape, I mean cape the Greninja, because they can run Giovanni's, and a Giovanni will KO my Greninja. That's what I'm trying to say. I couldn't say a lot there, like it was weird words. Yeah, this doesn't really change much. Like, we were expecting a lot of this hand disrupt. Thing was, I was probably going to have to sack my Suicune. Now, the thing is, with this deck, like, what you do is you can typically try and stall for a, man, we needed an Aura Courier there. Like, really, really badly. Right, what do we go here? What do we go for here? If I hit him for 18 next turn. See, this is the reason why I wanted to Giant Cape my Greninja. They do play Guzma, obviously, because they don't want to fight into Rocky Helmets. So in that case, I'm just going to save my Giant Cape for now. Bro, can we get an Aura Courier, please? Yeah, this is just an all-in Tapu Koko. I kept our Suicune, except like, I think it's pointless because they do run all those Guzma techs and everything, so. I would love to pick up an Aura Courier. That is not an Aura Courier. Wow, we didn't pick up any Pokeballs, any. So here's where I cape the Greninja, because now they can't Giovanni and Guzma. Alright, game one, baby. Boom! Boom! We back! We are back! We're back! One game! I'm the best! Alright, not much of a game. Not much of a game. It's an all-in Tapu Koko deck. Like, you're actually favored to win those. But, let me try and... Okay, so let's talk about that quickly. There's one thing I want to talk about there. We used the Suicune, we sacked our Suicune. One thing you've got to get used to is sometimes Suicune is just there to draw cards. You don't need to actually have him do all the damage in the game. Like, you don't need to commit to energies on him if it doesn't make sense. If you know you're going to lose the Suicune, sometimes just sack him, use him as the draw engine. Use them as a draw engine. Get that into your head. It's okay to lose a Suicune. Alright, GG's. Let's go next. Another electric deck. This is another all-in Tapu Koko. The unfortunate one is like they go first this game. So here's the rare time that we Pokeball first, because we want to be able to research into our... Yikes, actually, because they just do red cards. I just remembered. Like, we just made a classic mistake of we need to drop our hand like as much as possible. I think we still get red carded, which is like cool. You shuffle my hand around. Silver. Red carded. Like, that's the wrong combo, bro. You're supposed to red card and then silver. Right? Giovanni kills us, red kills us. GG's. We need to find an Aura Courier right now. We got red carded again. Hopefully we can find our Aura Courier. There's an Aura Courier, hopefully. There we go. Really obnoxious deck. Kind of frustrating. But it's fine. We are going to drop down both of Oricorius because they run repels. And which just becomes a win condition in and of itself. Now we just slow the game down. Typically, you want to be able to save the other spot for like a Suicune, but you like the Oricorio, the double Oricorio is a win condition. It's another Tapu Koko, doesn't matter. Like we still beat that. I don't know if this guy is being difficult or if he just like doesn't realize that he's lost. And then you want to get them down to 80 HP. Remember, you want to be comfortable installing games. You need to be like, okay, this game might go up to turn 15. I know some of you guys have like, oh, I need to win right now. No, you don't. Like, you can stall. You can just wait the game down. That's the power of the double Oricorio against high EX meta. Like, you win condition in and of itself. It's just putting 2 Oricorios down. That's the power of this deck. GG's. Alright, hopefully we get a different deck. I don't know what is going on that so many people are playing this all-in Tapu Koko that I don't think it's very good. Because even against the other Suicune deck, I just play a Giratina down, and then what are you going to do against a Giratina that's fully charged? Giratina can smack you for 130, and it can just tank the other hit for 90. Like, what are you doing? Okay, here's a real test. We are playing against another Suicune, which is a bad matchup for us. Like, don't get it twisted. It's a bad matchup for us. Oricorio like does sort of place a form of control on the deck, but them dumping their hand tells me that they already have Greninja. And the thing is, what's important about this deck is who gets Greninja first. It's essentially it's not who attacks first, who gets the first energy, it's who gets Greninja online first, which by the way is favored to them going first, because if you're going first with Suicune, you're drawing more, you get to act first. Like I can put a Froakie down, they can repel me, they can red card me, Mars me, they can punish my hands, like, in all sorts of different ways. Oh, double Greninja would be nice. But the thing is, let me just tell you, never be like greedy with your double Greninjas. Like, never try. If you've got all the pieces, it doesn't mean that you have like, it doesn't mean that it's all the pieces are still going to be there. Like, you can put a Froakie down and then you're just stuck with a bloated bench and a Froakie that can just be sized up later on, you know? That's crazy that they still didn't manage to draw out. They've got 8 cards left. That's crazy that they didn't manage to draw out. Alright, so here's another thing in the Suicune matchup. This is something that I talk about often. Is how much damage can I do? How much damage can they do? So next turn, they're going to be able to hit me for potentially the 60 damage here, 80 damage if they put down another Pokemon, and if they evolve into Greninja, 100 damage. If I put down a Froakie, that damage increases. So I have to always think, right, how much damage can I do? How much damage can they do? So I'm going to go for my 60 damage here, they can, and then go for the KO next round. So I do 80 here, and then next turn, hopefully I'm able to pick up a Suicune. Because now, even if they heal up to 100, put a cape on, I'm still able to like, do enough damage. Irida and put a cape on. Because I can put down a basic Pokemon and then we can win. So how much damage can I do? How much damage can they do? Let's heal up. They can't attack next turn. Yeah, GG's. For them, the right decision was to actually sack this weekend. You're gonna, if you're playing this deck, and I don't really recommend playing this deck because it is quite a high, there's a lot of, hey, it's Darkrai Giratina, there's a lot of decisions you need to make. Hopefully I get to demonstrate some of these decisions that you need to make in this game coming up, if it is a Darkrai Giratina. But we need to, yeah, it's Darkrai Giratina. Woo! I get to showcase some of the decisions. A lot of them is like, obviously we're gonna have the double or a courier on the board as a win condition, but really you need to also watch out for the numbers. How much damage, because this deck runs a lot of disruption, right? They run a lot of Sabrinas, Cyruses. It's just a deck full of supporters. So you have to watch out like how much HP your Iridas are getting, you know. So I think that the decision is to Professor Research here first. We do want to find 2 Aura Couriers. Now another thing is, like, a lot of people, because you're playing this deck, you might think, oh, let's get greedy with Aura Courier. I mean, with two Greninjas, but no, you shouldn't. Like, sometimes you need that other spot for another Aura Courier, or if you do have the pieces, another Greninja. Like, the name of this game is to stall. You're trying to stall them. If you can outstall them, this is quite important. Alright, so they got red carded. That's fine. We managed to find our pieces that we wanted. It would have been nice to pick up a Bladdy. You can hit for pretty hard now. 60? Yeah, 60. $80 Here, I just want to get rid of the Darkrai. I know they've got another Darkrai in hand, but I don't want to Mars them or anything like that, because I know that he's got both of his Pokemon and another card in his hand now. Now the thing is, I've spoken about this already, but they run double repels, they run like Sabrinas, they run Cyruses, so it's really important to oh, that's awkward. I need a Greninja now. Oh, and then also you want to save your Iridas. You need to save up your Iridas. So here we are in a bit of a spot. Okay, great. Okay, we're able to KO here. And then we're able to Mars them down the following turn. So they aren't able to do something annoying like a repel, because a repel is going to win them the game. Now, if a repel wins them a game, right? Is it a decision? Do I need to change my decision here? Do I attack? Because they run Cyruses and all that stuff, I think the decision is to actually place my energy there, do an attack, and then Mars him off of this, and yeah, just like, we need to avoid the repel, because they've got a fully charged. Unless we get another Aura Courier is a win condition for us right now. Please be an Aura Courier. Please be an Aura Courier. No! We needed that Mars. No! We needed that Mars. So that's quite crazy. They must have like because I know they've got both their other basics in their hand. So, kind of frustrating, because now we just lose to Sabrina or a Repel. Unless we pick up Oricorio. Okay, Mars is good. Mars is good. Mars is the card we wanted. Now we can just go to town. And we can just take our time. We can just ping, 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 ping. And just try and avoid that pesky little Repel. I do not mind the Giratina. The Darkrai. An Aerodil will be good for us. Another Oricorio will be good for us. Oh, Professor Research is very welcomed. This is 100% an Oricorio. Great. Awesome. Now, basically what we do is we manage our Oricorios. Boom. So they're like... They're like, hell nah, dude. They saw the Oricorio. They're like, I don't have all day. I've just been masked down to one card. Like, but there is, just before I close up the video, when you're playing a Darkrai Giratina, you need to manage your HP pulls with the Oricorios, because as I said, they run repels, they run Cyruses. So what they can do is they can repel and then they can Recyrus your 30 HP Oricorio. So you need to have your HP above 30. Always. Like, I think a lot of people will be making those mistakes. But yeah, guys, listen, if you like that video, leave a like, leave a comment. I respond to everything. Hit the bell so that you're notified whenever I upload. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed. Good luck out there. Remember, this deck can get a little bit tricky. There's a bit of a skill level, but a lot of experience. The things that you need to learn. Hopefully you learned some watching this. But yeah, we'll see you guys out there. All right, cool. Bye.